TP mid. From the ancient apparition.
Jenkins.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't catch the first game. For those of you that didn't catch the first game, Jenkins had a broodmother and Swindles called him out saying, "That hero doesn't have a stun, are you sure you can handle it?" Jenkins replied, "That hero goes off lane, are you sure you can handle it?" to the Earthshaker of Swindles, but Swindles came out on top in the previous game. This is game number 2 though, Leviathan against Complexity. Season 4, brought to you by G2A and Join Dota. Let's see, Leviathan, what are you up to? 5 men towards this bottom rune spot. It's like the Radiant are singling out Roshan. Although I don't think it's really...
No. Level 1 should be... Yeah, they don't have to be worried, but it looks like that one standard 1-4 Rune Jade, unless Jesse just decides to feed his first blood at the same time. But I don't think they're gonna do that.
Trade off Bounty Rune 1 apiece, Lina TA. Yeah, there's this Lina versus Templar Assassin lane though. This is something we've seen for the past 2 patches or so. Very popular at one point, where the TA was picked up specifically to try and defeat the Lina mid. 5 blades with a splash back. They get an upper hand, but Fairy Fire, 2 of them. With an elf talisman from Shibby. Delayed bottle, so that TA will get the bottle a hell of a lot earlier than the Lina will. As you can get these last hits in. Already off to a good start with the initial deny. Hanskin. Tree up this camp so Jenkins cannot pull and toss across. Multiple times anyway. He'll be able to get this one with a centaur. Pull, toss to creep wave. There's pull number 1. But he's not going to get any more.
It's cool actually, I haven't seen that before.
This is what they do with like Tiny Earth Spirit lane, Pudge Earth Spirit lane. They'll do a lot of farming of this camp here. Oh, Hanskin. You sneaky little bastard, what are you doing over here? They see him, Jenkins knows he's there. Jenkins is not going to get any last hits, he can't get towards the big centaur. Oh, Hanskin gets it, Rubik wins. This fight is over.
Oh man, this is just much. That's exactly what I expect to see these kind of plays around these new half camps. Just with the offlanes like Bad Rider and Tide Hunter that can really just benefit from that, stack them up. But even with these crazy controls, can pull off 10 minutes. So hey, Sunskin on top of the game. Let that happen.
Chibi, that was very, very ballsy. You don't have a salve, you don't have boots, you don't have bottle, and Limp is going to get in here with some Slideblade splashes perhaps and kill you off. Goodness gracious me. Shibby went in on mid, maybe could have killed Korea, but he went for the direct kill on the Templar Assassin and missed out. Judged his damage. Now I think TA is going to have a pretty good time of things at mid. The Shibby did have a CS lead, but that's going to get taken out of his hands now. Up at top, we did have a dual lane. We still do actually. The Z-Freak will pick up that pull camp. Swindles will get some experience as this lane pushes in now. God. Hanskin with a DD move to mid. Jenkins will get the counter kill. First blood I've missed in about a week. Now I'm sad. Sad and disappointed. Toby legacy lives on, in me.
I've done it 2 times, so hey. But yeah, I mean, who expects Rubik to just kill you? Lean, I mean, it's not like... Shibby was low, but he was starting to heal up with that, he had like a third of his health, I believe. Don't expect the DD Rubik to come up behind the trees.
No, I didn't even see the DD get picked up. It was like TA gets bounty, pops bounty, bounty. DD was picked up in between. Tusk, stunned up. Ziz wants to get in here with Maldic damage down. He'll dodge the crush, blink forward, and get a kill on the Tusk. With the TP coming in from the Rubik, if they can get this kill on the Anti-Mage, doesn't look Hanskin can actually get it in range fast enough. And it's actually Leviathan that want to turn and fight this. Swindles drops low. Got salve and stick charges though. Fine, but they've left this 1v1 now. Chessie up against Hawkins. Gyro against the Tiny. This Gyro already has a pretty dominating lead in CS over the Tiny.
Good call from Ziz there up top. I mean, realizing that Swindles just used his stun, so he can actually go for that aggressive Lincoln. Claim blast it directly under tier 1 tower. If he gets stunned up there, tower aggro on top of him and the TP coming in, then that Ents mage would have probably died as it stands, knowing that that wasn't on the table. Taking the opportunity, grasping it, getting themselves an assist at the very least.
Windows are still getting a good amount of levels here. To level 4. Let's stop this pull across as well. Up at the top rune spot though. B. Held in place a tiny bit by the Tusk and the TA, but with a haste rune, Lina is pretty happy just to run himself away.
Well, just say it's at just the right time. Kind of annoying too, but hey, at the same time it's kind of calmer as well. They were able to get the double damage and secure the first blood. Karma there, I suppose, for Shibi. To get a H2 now, save his life and make sure that he's not going to be caught out by anything fancy.
Chesty?
Yeah, apart from that.
Chesty on the Radiant side going for the treads. So he's not gone for that phase boots helm we saw from Ziz in the previous game, and this is like more of a personal preference thing between players. Oh god, Swindle's in a bit of trouble. Crush to slow down Ziz's damage output, but the Chilling Touch, Maledict's won't be enough to pop him, and Swindles actually turns to fight Yushimoto the tier 1. The output on Swindles. Back to base with no salve or regen left. Fine though. Causing problems, he's forcing Leviathan to have 3 heroes here to deal with the Slardar, and that's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what his team wants. That means mid. Tusk and TA can look for a kill onto Shibi with the trap snowball forward. Shibi, LSA is there onto both of them, but I don't think you're getting away from this. With a second trap slow and the Fade Bolt, Electricity will clear up the Lina.
The execution Jenkins is there, not close enough to actually try and help, but at least he'll be able to take over the lane. Get some extra free CS and experience perhaps. Also leaves in turn Chessie down in the bottom to just keep farming more and more. He's right on top there with the anti-mage in terms of last hit, so it's kind of wash here. Swindle's getting as much out of the offlane as Jenkins has been able to so far too, so more or less even apart from this middle lane where Shibi has died twice now, and that's for any mid laner, that's not really a good start, even though he did get that one counter kill.
Oh, Jenkins. Not going to stop the regen rune being picked up by Limp though. I'm looking at this Ancient Apparition though, man. It's 6 minutes in.
Yeah, and does Chessie know he's there?
I don't think
he
it
saw
matters,
him, but
honestly. Oh, Hans
he finds him.
Teddy
Go
Bear
all the way,
picnic.
man.
They bump into each other. Yeah.
Should be an easy kill.
Oh, he's
lift up.
dead for sure. Like 100%. There's no way this AA survives. I feel so. I was feeling sorry for him already. The fact he's got 200 net worth. 6 minutes in. Can't afford boots. Can't afford a surfboard. Can't afford anything. He's level 3.5. This is an awful game to be an underleveled Ancient Apparition in, because you need that Ice Blast.
At least he can still pursue a career as an artist, just planting up little trees everywhere. He has 2 tangos.
I guess so.
Not tangos, iron branches.
Branches, yeah.
Hey, I guess poor artists still is kind of fitting with that. It's
Pretty low win rate for offlane Tiny.
6.4%.
Every single one of those wins offlane Tiny has, exactly Bambo. Or CNL, offlane Tiny, or Jenkins out of the range of the cooldown, just about Chessie. Looking for the side swipe onto him. To smoke up again, no, yes, no, yes, no. They'll smoke themselves across the mid lane and look for Shibi again. They've stacked Ancients a fair amount.
Numbers here, but it's not a whole lot that he can do, but tank the gank at the very least. Shibi still can, but
he's a worthless kill at this point. He doesn't freaking give you anything.
Tweak's gonna take it again.
Let's see.
Anyway.
Fight recap. Give me that. Show fight recap. Ancient Apparition loses 90 gold. That's actually a big chunk of his total net worth. That means more than maybe I thought it did. Negatively to the AA, not really positively to the Radiant side. A kill is a kill, obviously. You're getting a little bit of change onto your rubric and your Tusk, but Apparition, my goodness.
He's not getting his level 6 anytime soon either at this rate. And it's actually a super useful spell to have to just try and counteract. Just stick charges here from TA. If you want to go on any sort of of gank attempt on them. I mean, Stick Charges was what saved Swindles a little bit earlier. When Leviathan went on them with the cask.
Tempo Assassin now taking that big old ancient stack, so Limp will boost himself up on the net worth, get up to about 4k. Mahanskan. D-warding here, the sentry, oh that's a little bit sad actually. He's barely going to miss out on this observer ward up on the high grounds. Will get himself closer to level 6. 140 experience until that, then he's going to start stealing Dragon Slave and Avalanche Toss, things like that, but it's this anti-mage up top that they do have to be a little bit worried about, except down the bottom lane. Yep, Jesse's dead, the roam gank comes in. Jenkins with Lina. Jenkins with Shibby. Go on to the gyrocopter.
Oh, and give Jenkins some extra space to get his levels faster than anything else. Ideally you want to have the blink or the treads strong. So.
Guess he's dead again. Oh, is he not dead? He's not dead! He survives!
Wow.
Wow, wow!
Yeah. Unless the creeps find him and kill him off, but... not quite that bad just yet, but almost. He's stopping down standing points, but...
See, I was close. Bambo has 2 out of the 3 wins offlane Tiny has in total. I knew it would be him. You can't give us that stat without telling us who the third win is.
Yeah, come on, Car.
Is it Jenkins? who has that third win?
Who else runs offlane Tiny?
It's just gonna be some random person, like, whoops, we accidentally picked offlane Tiny, you know? Can Jenkins catch this, actually? He needs to toss up the Hansken. He needs to avalanche on the Hansken. He's not gonna get either of them onto Hansken. Jenkins is now behind us, tier 1. Ah, there we go. There we go. TP's away. Will escape a wrath of the Templar Assassin.
Oh, that gone for them, but at least Willis was able to make it out again. You're sitting at 0-0-0, and considering the kind of trial end that he was up against, actually quite good. Just came off a killer attempt here with the mana void use as well as the death ward top lane, and it's one of these situations where if there was an ice blast, well, wouldn't have happened.
Buy boots! Vision Apparition, you have more than enough money to buy boots. Buy boots. Please, just buy your boots.
They're cheaper now. Haven't you read the patch notes?
Buy your boots. Is he actually waiting for 450 gold? Sure. We saw Blink for TA though. Throw out on the courier in a second, and that's going to give Shibby an awful time. TA blinking forward. You just watch the AA. That's your job now, Dragon Drop. Your job is to watch the AA, tell me what he buys and when.
To the challenge. He's dewarding right now, so but Will Jenkins is getting that gold. Yeah, though he's going to side shop and buying boots, okay.
Oh, stop!
And the TP scroll.
Blink forward or blink back from the AM and Swindles. He tanks up the big old death ward and he should drop from that Maledict, but Nusha will pay for that with his life. 1 for 1, but support for offlane in there. Gets himself back. That also costs him a rotation from Limp. I think that's decent for Leviathan. Pretty damn good actually.
Yeah, just only use support for the offlane who's got a decent amount of levels at this point, so create some space elsewhere for Shibby, who's just laying in some damage on a tier 1 tower mid now. Also working on the deal set, the way it looks of it. So definitely valuable. The question is though, how much value can Limp get out of the Blink Dagger now? It's rotating around. Swindles gets the vision on Shibby at the very least. Good about it. At this point, max level melt plus the amplified damage, even without a Desolate on TA, should be a big chunk of physical damage coming out already.
Gyrocopter has bought himself a cloak.
Oh. The lens? Question mark?
I don't know.
No, that wouldn't make sense at first.
I'm super confused here. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yes, it's a value cloak, but against what? There's no Ice Blast. Would be Lina the only other hero who could do that kind of damage.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I was looking at Lina. She's only got a Yule Scepter, but AM out top. Kins wants to go back in onto Limp though. Gibby is rotating across and oh for God's sake. No! No! We're getting so confused about the bloody cloak on Chessie that we're missing 2 kills in a row. Fuck.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I blame you. Why'd you have to bring that up?
Why did I have to look at the gyro and see a cloak on?
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
that's
tower
on.
is
That's
under
100% on me actually. Blame #blame Durka. Oh, what an idiot.
Well, I guess we can just ignore it and blame Skim instead. It will give us some trouble for that either. But hey, yeah, I mean...
Like,
don't
Ether Lens
believe
doesn't
he's
work
gonna
on
do
Rocket Brush, does it?
No, shouldn't.
It's just target this spell.
Field Scepter, Light Strike Array on Hanskin, Chibi just looking to bring him down, but Hanskin is still alive.
He's got a toss. He's got a toss up onto the gyro. He's gonna get taken out, but Chibi running away with a haste, and then he runs back in gyrocopter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's actually too hilarious.
So
Dire structures
the hasted
are
Lina runs here, outside of the rocket barrage range, then runs back into the rocket barrage range to die. Chessie looking for that AA, but he won't find it.
Hey, he's level 6 now, use the ultimate.
Gratis. Where is it heading? Up the top. Trap is down. Ziz is caught with the punch as well. Limp. Damage output's good, but not good enough. Ice Blast will land onto both of them. Usham and Ziz don't really have a good way of chasing them down or getting that catch.
Isham got the cast scarf and they were stayed as close together as they were, then maybe they could have actually done
Dire's
something.
top tower
That's pretty much a
is
stun
under
lock
attack.
for a good couple of seconds. Not them really being able to do
Dire's
too
top
much.
tower has fallen.
All they need now is Anti-Mage to get the Battle Fury. And he's about 400 gold away from it.
At the same time though, Gyro, with all that's been happening, he's actually got quite a decent lead towards him. I mean, Cloak once again, I don't believe he'll build it into anything, and now he's going for the BKB anyway, by the looks of it. Could still be Sanjay Yasha, I suppose, with the Ogre Club and more sense, but... Well, I guess we'll find out whether it will impact the game at all or not, but the biggest start for me right now is Temple Assassin, and Limp, he's working on this Desolator right now. Sets gets up, Desol Blink, which should be at a pretty good timing too. Maybe Carl can actually look that up, what some standard timings are on that particular item combination as we watch it
Top,
up top.
Anti-Mage shredded. Nusham throws the Death Ward and won't get Sea Freak though.
Temple decreed.
Turn it around a little bit. Down at bottom though. They've got the Lina. Gyrocopter clears that one up with his casual cloak not dropping to that Lina combination. I guess with Lina and Tiny both there, you know, this casual cloak definitely works out for them.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I guess up against the Tiny Burst, that's actually another thing that we haven't considered. This is all magical damage, so...
Anti-Mage Mana Void, Tiny Burst, Lina Burst, Ice Blast, yeah, casual cloak. Forget Ether Lens. Just because it's a new item, you're not going to go for it. I was just
It
one
makes zero sense in Gyro. It's just the first thing that came to mind when I saw Cloak on a hero that wouldn't normally pick it up.
It's like, especially when he's gone for so many stats. I guess with the added strength drums Aquila plus the Ogre Club, you're getting more
Dire's
value
middle
out of the
tower
cloak as
is
well,
under
but...
attack.
Be next, I guess? Or do you want to see Gyro go S and Y or BKB as his next item?
I want to say BKB. At the same time though, I mean, with the casual cloak, setting yourself up for being able to tank for any sort of magic damage. And then at this point the BKB would only be useful up against just the stunning components, which you don't really want to be caught with in the first place. So if you want to go a little bit more aggressive, you go for Sanjay Yasha. Make sure that you have that extra tankiness as well as mobility, sustain, extra damage to play with and light, all the cool stuff that S&Y gives you.
I don't know, I think S and Y is more middle of the road item. It's like, I can farm, I can fight, I can do a bit of this, bit of that. BKB is, I'm going to go with my Templar Assassin who has Blink, Desolator, DD, and we're just going to go and brute force these towers. We're going to go and take Roshan, we'll take your lives, we'll take your towers, we'll stop Anti-Mage getting that big burst of farm, because he just got his Battle Fury. They did limit his kind of timing on Battle Fury by a good 3-4 minutes. But now is another key period where they stop him split pushing, which they're doing right now with the wraparound on bottom lane, and they stop him transitioning into that secondary item. They've got the...
Ouch!
I'm sorry, but
Dire's middle tower is under
DD Melt Strike!
Anti-Mage...
Later.
Anti-who?
TNT.
I had him selected, and it was telekinesis into goodbye.
I'm checking combat log.
How much damage did they actually, like, how much HP does he have, and how much damage did they actually do to him? Because that's freaking insane.
Checking the...
Dire's middle
Log.
tower
Alright.
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, Swindles continues to farm 200 gold away from his Blink Dagger.
There you go.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
303 mel damage and then hit for 432.
Dyer's bottom tower
Then you
is
add in,
under
you know,
attack.
Crush, and all the damage
Radiant's
output from
top
like,
tower is
stuff
under
like that.
attack.
Oh, Jenkins, he's been caught and called out from BKB from Chessie as well. A little bit wasteful, but this will allow them to take the tier 2 down the bottom lane. They have just taken down Roshan with the Aegis for that Limp Templar Assassin.
And I guess if your TA is in that kind of spot where you kind of fills up the slump that the Gyro Counter would be getting into right now, going for the BKB, just not having having the physical damage to play with. Well, it's got TA for that, and at this point, even with no BKBs in sight really for anyone on Leviathan, your magic damage is still doing more than enough for you to still be effective even without any sort of extra stat items,
Dyer's bottom
extra
tower
utility
is under
items
attack.
to play around with. So yeah, BKB, a lot of sense. You'll probably still cloak at some point then though.
Okay, fine.
I think maybe just wants
an
to be
item slot or anything.
He just wants to look stuff. Maybe it's cold in the winter time now. Just wants to cloak. I don't know.
It is a bit chilly here, honestly. It's super cold in Berlin and a little bit windy. I was freezing my nuts off outside.
When I went to get lunch today at work, it was the wind was blowing so hard that my nose almost froze off. That was not fun.
I think it's about 0 degrees here or something. Getting to the point where it's going to snow soon. We didn't have a white Christmas, but we might have a snowy New Year's.
I had a white Christmas in a couple of years actually. What snow we did have, at least in Rostock, I'm not sure how it was in Berlin, but we had like maybe 2 weeks of proper snow and the rest was just sludge and icy. Ah.
It lands, and it turns to shit instantly. Nasty, nasty snow. Well, Leviathan are moving top, Complexity are moving mid. Gonna dodge each other for now. What new items are we seeing actually? Rubik did finish off Ether Lens.
Radiant's top
Being
tower
big on the
is under
cusp.
attack.
See with 2600 gold saved up, 3500 on Limp.
Radiant's
Swindles
top
has the
towers
beacon,
are
has the Blink
fortified.
Dagger with a cloak as well, so he can try and last through.
Radiant's
Damage
top
Leviathan and
tower
throw at
has
them.
fallen.
But the Anti-Mage, I don't know, man. 8.7k net worth, he's got Battle Fury 2300 gold, but he can't split push. Your base is being destroyed with the Your Scepter up.
No.
What on earth? Chibi annihilated with the Ice Blast and able to kill Swindles here. That camp should bounce back and forth between them, and they will kill the Slardar at the very least. But Nusham just right-clicked down by the side-blading Templar Assassin. Freaking Hanskin.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
There's a bit of a barrier. Leviathan lose 4.
Radiant's
And
top
Anti-Mage
tower
cuts
is
mid creep wave to stop the push coming in onto the tier 3, but there's still a creep alive. Still 2 creeps to life plus a catapult. And this should be melee racks. He's backing up to get earned, we'll see you away. They're not going to commit too heavily for this.
So a big miscommunication to start off the fight as well from Leviathan. We had the Yule's initiation from Lena at the same time. Jenkins actually blinked in, used the Avalanche on the Yule's target, so that didn't quite bode well to begin with. There was just more than enough space for them to take advantage of.
Yeah, I was just wondering what Anti-Mage even buys here, because like Vlad's okay, it's going to help you farm and split push, and that's the big reason of getting that item, is just to give yourself that sustain in the jungle when you jump from camp to camp. But I kind of feel that he has to fight, because if he split pushes, he's not going to get anywhere.
At this point, Complexity just pushed so much harder, just on a back of the physical damage from TA more than anything else.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower is
you
under
can
attack.
hardly farm your own jungle for fear of just being roamed around on. Good shit. The A-traps everywhere.
Like, AA just gets one hit killed. He's KO'd instantly. And they're going to go again into this melee rack. They know there's no glyph for another couple of minutes. Even with a cast thrown by the Witch Doctor, Limp is up on the front lines, there's nothing to stop him. Jenkins has Blink Toss. But with Aegis on Limp's Templar, it's a real good way to get into this fight without losing so many heroes of your own. Stun out onto Chessie with Life Strike Array. Chibi, like heading into an Ether Lens of his own. Melee Rack's already dead, and now Gyro with an SNY on top of BKB. Guys are getting closer and closer to unkillable.
We're in a similar situation as last game, where Complexity just in a position where they got themselves just so much momentum out of the mid game that at this point they can just take over the entire map, just lay back in their seats, just play some casual Dota, get a Roshan or two, push out all the lanes. And this time around, there's not even a group of it, just keeping a lane pushed out. The one that could do it is the anti-mage, but we said it before, it's just very, very chancy for him to do that if, with the way that he can be forced down. Point.
Oh. Shibby gets the Yule Scepter with that good high ground ward onto Z-Freak, but the Charlottes barely push him out. If that traps the Lina in,
Radiant's top tower
Could
is
have
under attack.
being game over.
Radiant structures are
He doesn't have
fortified.
buyback, so he dies now.
Yeah, you're right. What are we looking at? AA, Anti-Mage both have buybacks. Ziz will push out top lane.
Radiant's top tower
Stop.
is
That
fortified.
doesn't stem the bleeding. As mid lane is just being shoved so hard in here by Complexity. Lethal lens for the Lina. Increased range on Yules. Good amount of damage out from Luna Blade as well.
Question is that enough? I mean, there's still BKBs around. Oh, that link will stop.
Snowball. Jenkins caught in the call down. He can't blink away and looks like he's dead. Limp will secure the kill and Shibby just to try and deter any further push forward here from Complexity. But Leviathan,
Dire's middle
I don't know
barracks are
what
under
your recourse is as the app swindles blink straight in onto Shibby with the avalanche from Hanskin as well. Yules self. Lina dead. Didn't even get a chance to throw that Laguna Blade out. And it looks like that might just be it. As Chessie and Limp still very healthy. Anti-Mage taking top racks, slowly but surely taking top racks, but it's not going to be a trade-off worthwhile. As Ziz's damage is pretty limited, as Z-Frick will just go in, Snowball, Walrus Punch, and definitely force him to blink away, if not kill him off here. As the shards come in, Ziz will blink out, the Erd is still taking over the TP, Hanskin has no stun. Ziz with a good TP out, well aware of the situation he was in. Gets back to base, but they've lost 2 lanes here. Leviathan didn't even get one in exchange.
Yeah, this... I mean, I hate to call it early, but this looks like it's over. I mean, especially with Tiny going down there, he already used buyback in the fight before. That's the main initiator, so if they wanted to have any chance of taking a team fight, they would have needed that. Top of an Ice Boss, and top of probably Witch Doctor at that Fort as well at this point, which is level 2 now, so they've got to get that going for them, but it looks at net worth. Anti-Mage is at a decent spot considering the time, but not considering anything else that's happening. You have Gyro of 16.5k, Limb closing on an 18k net worth now, completing the Daedalus. And, well, he will be able to one-shot pretty much anyone if he gets the crit.
This was really well played.
Told you, man, that was a crit.
No, that wasn't a crit, was it?
It looked like a crit. I saw some red numbers at least.
That was just the red. That's just the red numbers from him doing normal damage. Maybe it was a crit. It was.
Saw 1 or 2 red numbers there, but
That was really, really well played by Complexity. Because they baited AM into fighting the Slardar, and then AM kind of turned around, ran away. Slardar perfectly timed that sprint in to jump onto him, allowing the TA to catch up as well.
yeah, that's another casual one-shot on the AA. Sting and Melt Strike.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anything else, and well, should be GG coming out soon. Complexity looking to continue their streak with, I believe, that third 2-0 victory here in the Dota pit.
That's it.
Dire's
Complexity, looking incredibly good. Leviathan just didn't stand a chance. Poor little Jenkins destroyed inside his own fountain almost as Ziz tries to man up against Limp, but he's not having that.
Oh, Limp is dead. Maybe they can turn it around? No. Gyro's dead too.
They haven't
He's
called.
back.
They haven't called GG. They have not
Not
called
dead yet.
GG yet.
You know how it is. Game isn't over until the throne dies. Still holding on. I don't know what to make of it, but hey.
I'd even switch the overlay. You know, I'd switch the overlay to just no overlay. Just go for the raw game footage, and it's over. But it's not. Fat Lady has not sung yet. Limp did have to buy back. It looks like Chessie's holding onto his just in case. You know, Roshan's alive. Leviathan could go and take that if they wanted to. It's not going to be incredibly quick, but getting Aegis and Anti-Mage could be a big deal if he can survive. Stunned up pretty heavily, and now he is dead. No buyback, Anti-Mage. So no. Gonna be a lot of work.
Leviathan just realized that the next game isn't scheduled for another couple of minutes, and they just want to
Dire's top tower is under attack.
down downtime. I don't know. At this point, it's really not much coming back. But actually, Jenkins gets a double stun here. Look at him. Caught the snowball to dodge the cat, and now Jenkins will just die to
the toss from
back to
Hanskin.
Hanskin. Just
Fine.
helping everybody out.
They've got the damage. They are literally all dead. GG comes out, Leviathan. They finally tap out.
Complexity are doing it? No? Probably not.
They're not liquid. They're not liquid.
Complexity.
Right.
Victory.
One bash on the Ancients.
That's our first series of the night done. Coming up after this one, Digital Chaos against Infamous in about 40 minutes, I think. Unless we can get that a little bit earlier. Elite Wolves against Enemy GG will be happening after that as well. Tuned. I think I've got someone else joining me for co-casting next game, but we'll find out what exactly is happening. I think